which was in my opinion, the most interesting part of the movie. Let's jump into the actual character of Ares, since that's kind of where it starts anyway. And it's Evan Peters, the actor, playing Dillinger, right?
Yeah. The
so he's creating a program called the Master Controller, who is in the original film, who is now played by Jared Leto, and they give him like an actual embodiment, I guess, as Jared Leto. Because in the original film, I think he's just a voice that talks to the corporate entity that is Dillinger. So in this one, he becomes, and then as he gains more and more data, as Evan Peters or Dillinger is implementing more into him, he's like struggling with sentience, which was in my opinion, the most interesting part of the movie. It was him dealing with, well, because he asks a question, he was like, who am I? And then Dillinger comes back with, no, you're not a who, you're a what. You're just a program, and you're like the security protocol for my systems, but you're also something that infiltrates other systems. So there's a couple of competing corporate entities for what they're looking for, which is the permanence code. That's something that they can pull something from a digital reality into our reality and make it last longer than the 29 minutes. That is it's like the MacGuffin of the film, but that's the crux that they're having to get past. So
yeah, whenever you pull something out of the world of Tron, it can survive for 29 minutes and then it just dissipates. So they're trying to, it's a race to get that code so that things can be permanent. And then
yeah, and the closest you're going to get to like political messaging, I suppose, is that in the beginning, Evan Peters is like presenting this to the military and saying, hey, we could basically write a code for a tank and a soldier, bring it into the real world, and then you can just send that out to fight rather than expending human lives. And then he calls Jared Leto, who's the one he pulls out, Expendable. Yeah. And that is a seed that's implanted in the character that produces his growth later. But that part was all interesting because then it kind of zooms into Jared Leto's character, and he focuses in on that word expendable. And then he walks to the door and he sees rain, and that's kind of a callback to Blade Runner specifically. At least that's how he took it. The tears in the rain commentary.
No way around it, because I mean, he's like a synthetic person, goes out and experiencing rain, and then like you see his point of view, and it's like it can't detect the sensation of what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't know how to interpret it appropriately. Yeah. But he knows that it's something, produces something in him that's, I guess, akin to wonder. And he talks to her about it, and it's like, I almost touched the rain. And that actually pays off later in the film. So all that to be said, this is the premise that's laid down for like what the rest of the film is about, and it kind of gives you a seed of how we're going to produce this story with Jared Leto specifically.